Hi, everybody.
So,
How you doing?
good.
Good to have you on this new segment called Re.take. The men were with me on Monday already. It's good to have the ladies. Okay. Well, we said that we were going to have a new segment called Re.take, and I am so excited about it. We discussed with the men on Monday, dating in love and being married in debt. But now we're coming on here, joined by the ladies. We introduced them at the beginning. If you weren't in at the beginning, you're going to get to know who the ladies are. But they've come in here to bring their own opinion to what the men were saying. And my question to them is going to be, are ladies the source of the pressure that men have? Or for the weddings, to have weddings that are grander than they should, if there's any word like that, people getting to borrow so that they can live a lifestyle that is way beyond them. So I want to introduce the ladies on set. Lillian, please introduce yourself.
My name is Liliana Ketch. I'm a makeup artist, fashion designer. I do adverts, a commercial model. I'm also customer service and marketing.
You're a
Thank you.
commercial model,
Yes.
just like Ray. Okay, all right. Mugambi, you still have to introduce yourself again, but let me allow the ladies first.
Yes.
All right.
So my name is Tabitha Wambua. I am a marketer by profession, but currently transitioned into resource mobilization. So I work for a cancer foundation.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Re.take.
Thank you.
All right. And then in the middle to my right, I've got Angela.
My name is Angela Mohindi.
Okay.
I'm a geospatial engineer, and I'm also a gospel artist.
You are.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to be that.
I'm also trying. Yeah.
And let me just have the gentlemen reintroduce themselves, starting with you, Ray.
So, as probably you've heard before, my name is Ray Gitonga Gitari.
Right.
I'm a commercial model, creatives, talent manager, and yeah, that's pretty much me. Other than that, I'm basically a student of life.
Okay. Okay. Then we get Raymond. who
Yes,
also does the mandate.
I'm Raymond Msonye, and I'm a pastor, and I'm an evangelist in the Nairobi Christian Church, and I also work with the youth, and I'm so grateful that I can be part of this conversation.
All right.
Yes.
Then in the middle, you Mugambi.
Yes, my name is Mogambi. I'm an actor. I write for the screen and for the stage, and I direct for both as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ladies, I'm going to start with you, Lillian. Are ladies the source of pressure? The men were talking over there. They said the day is for the lady. You're a makeup artist. Do you think it's the ladies who put the pressure so that the budgets go away?
Okay, when it comes to wedding, people believe it's for the ladies, but I believe it's both. Because like the Bible says, a woman joins a man, yeah? Not vice versa. So it has to take both people to participate in the wedding. So it's not like it's a ladies thing as men or people perceive it to be, but it's both, because once the man engages the woman, it's a both.
Both of them.
Yes.
But who creates this huge budget? Because the men, most men, they would wed in dressed up the way Mugambi is. They wouldn't mind. They'll come in like this, they're ready.
Exactly.
But the ladies, Tabitha.
Funny you should ask me that question, because right now we live in a day and age where trends dictate everything. So most guys want to have the trendiest clothes. Most guys want to drive the trendiest car. Yeah. So why would it be any different, especially if you're someone into trends, that you'd want to have a wedding
Are we
that's
talking
not
about most guys or just a particular kind of guys?
most guys I see nowadays,
Yeah.
yes, want to be trendy.
So it's not just ladies.
It's not just ladies.
Yeah.
Ladies are not focused, they're not the only ones focused on the weaves or their makeup or what kind of flowers. The guys are also all about that pomp and pizzazz. Yeah, they want to know that, for example, after the wedding, after the day has been done, what am I going to show my friends in the evening party? How is it going to be the party of the year?
Right.
Yeah, it has to top the last wedding that I went to, which had an extremely good party.
Ray, you've kept a bit. I told you over there. I tried. I just can't cope. But Tabitha says that men are becoming trendy also, and I know there's a trend with the beard. So men are also trying to look in a certain way. Are the men also carrying quite a huge part of this, just blowing up the figures because they also want to look in a certain way, they want things to be in a certain way? Before I come to Angela.
Okay, I wouldn't say yes or no. Let me just play safe and go with a maybe, because every
You
man.
shouldn't play safe on Re.take.
Honestly,
not
okay,
safe.
okay. I believe every man is different in their own respect.
Yeah.
So for me, having the best car or having the best suit may be what I consider pampering myself for the day, and for somebody else, it's about maybe the location, the event, the big stuff, not the minor stuff. So to some extent, yeah, men do that, and
They're doing that more?
yeah, I'll agree with it.
Angela, you're burning to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think what really is creeping us is a lack of responsibility and just not knowing who you are.
On whose part?
On the guy's part and also on the lady's part. Because really, I believe there is everything for everyone. If you need a wife, there is a wife for you. If you need a girlfriend, there's always a girlfriend fit for you. And for your pocket too. So you find that most of the time, we want to just go over the top and get this person that has very high expectations of the relationship.
Are you saying that
Yes.
there are certain ladies that are way beyond certain people's means?
Definitely, yes. Yes, definitely.
Is that supposed to be the case?
It is, yes, actually, because we can never be the same. We are all different. And we are
Is
meant...
that a good basis for a relationship? That I cannot take somebody who can't afford this kind of lifestyle?
It is not about that, but it's about understanding where you are and who you are. So if you understand who you are and where you are, you're better placed to make sound decisions. You will know how much money you need to do a wedding, and you will plan accordingly. But you need to understand yourself. Most people just get into this thing because they're carried away. Oh, I like this lady. I need to marry her, I will just, go to the moon and back just for her. It's not about that anyway.
But, okay, we still have got to answer. Are
Yes.
ladies the source of the pressure?
I would say no. It
They're
is
not the source.
self-inflicted.
It is self-inflicted
Yes.
on the men.
Yes.
They went for something that was
Yeah,
above them.
definitely. yes, because
Raymond
they
wants
had
to say
choice,
something.
There's
Yeah.
too many ladies on this earth,
Yeah.
There's a lot of girls. So just choose the
what
right
you're
one for your
saying
pocket.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
So what you're saying... What you're saying is,
Yes.
you got to know the spending habits, the preferences, class. You're talking about class.
Yes,
You
there's
don't want to
things-
use that word, but that's what you're talking about.
I would say, okay, yes, I can still use the word.
Yeah.
But what is of most importance, you find that men are not really examining themselves. You have to profile yourself and really need to know who you are. Who are you as a person? What are your capabilities financially and in all other areas of your life?
I'm going to come back to
Yes.
that, Raymond. I'm going to come back to that because I need to
Okay.
bring out another aspect because I don't think that my financial ability defines me. I think that we all are who we are internally first, and then all the other things are secondary. So you could have great men who don't have money. You could have ordinary men who have a lot of money.
Do a simple wedding. Do a simple
Yeah.
wedding, yes.
So when you talk about knowing yourself, that's what I
Yes.
need to know. Are we talking financial or are we talking about the person, identity?
Both, actually.
Both.
Yes,
Okay,
you need to.
Raymond.
Yes. I think we need to put to question the process of dating. There are many dynamics that are involved. There are people who follow the wrong path in dating, and they end up to the place where she's talking about. I think if
Which is
I'm
that
going
place?
to the place where you're under pressure to impress, I don't think you should be under pressure to impress the person who loves you. I think that's why we have to put into question the process
Don't
of
you
dating.
think that men really need to be under pressure to impress the
They
lady?
had better be under pressure to impress. They had better be.
I
Mugambi.
would like to speak on that, please. Yes, I think that we always need to be held to a higher standard, But I think the standard that we should be held on to is not, again, something that's, it's not the trend. It's not, okay, nani anaendesha gari kama hiyo, why aren't you driving a car like that? I personally would love someone that always steers me towards the more everlasting stuff, towards love, towards passion, towards excellence, building up the man inside. Because once you build the man inside, then the man outside, unamjenga pia, like it goes both
So
ways.
that's very different from what Angela was saying. Because
Yes.
she's thinking, budgets. She's thinking if you cannot afford this, choose a lady at your level. Is that a good way to choose a lady, Lillian? Is that a good way to make decisions about love? Can't somebody who is on the lower level financially go for a lady who is upward?
I believe it's not about class. It's about love. When you love someone, you don't look at. You love that person for who she is, yeah? If you look at the material things, the class, those things, at times they fade away. So I don't believe that you go for, yeah.
I think it's very prudent for them to find a man who's an Abraham figure, quote unquote, a guy who at least sees the promised land. But even if he can't make any promises currently, you have the vision. You share the same vision with him. So you might find somebody
He should make
who's
the promise. If he can see it, he should say it.
yeah, he can see the promised land. You have
So
the
he
same
should
vision
say
with
it,
him. You see the effort he's putting or the ambition he has currently with him, and this guy is destined to to succeed. So I don't think you should put so much pressure on the man right now based on where he is, not knowing where he's going to be in the future.
But that is one of the things that I think that men need to understand about ladies, that they need to be communicated to, that they need to know what's in your mind, what's in
Yeah.
the future,
Yes.
because they want to be secure.
Yes.
So if you see the promised land, you better talk about it. You need
Yes,
to
Pastor.
tell the lady that there is a promised land
Yes.
somewhere. We may be struggling right now, but there is somewhere I want to take you. Because if she doesn't know where you're going, nobody will follow you without you
Yeah.
having a compass or a map.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanted to say something, Andrew?
Yes, just a point of correction that it is not about class. It's about knowing yourself. And knowing yourself entails understanding your capacity as a person in all areas of life. This means you need to know the amount of money you can spend, for instance, in a wedding, so you don't end up bankrupt and indebted.
So
after
if I
the
want
wedding.
to, look, if there is a young man who is interested in you, but there is this
Yes.
kind of a wedding that you want, and at that particular point,
Yes.
he can't afford it, but
Yes.
he's a good man. So he should look for somebody else because you can
Not
take
really,
less?
not really,
Okay.
because first and foremost, I believe you need to have your own purpose for marriage and then marry it with your partners. So if you have a common purpose, you guys are driving together into this. You will understand what exactly it means to get into that marriage, and you will understand you cannot eat up everything right now just for the wedding. You need to do a very simple wedding. Just make it, say, a party, say a tea party. Invite
All right.
a few
I
friends.
was going to
know.
ask you,
Yeah.
and you tell me from your experience as a youth pastor, and I come to Tabitha, and I want to know, is there any lady who does a simple wedding?
I have seen a couple
Yeah.
Me too,
who
actually.
have done a simple wedding, and
So
I
ladies,
really want to commend them for that.
if you're out over there, it is possible to do a simple wedding.
Oh, yes.
Not
Yeah.
everybody's doing a large wedding, so don't kill yourself.
And
okay?
I wanted to say something about one of the big mistakes some men do is they pose a person that they're not as they're dating. That's why I really said we have to question the dating process. If I walk around with my friend's car and I take you to these big places and I come into the house and I don't have any food, and where you give a front that you have this lot of money, yet you really don't
you
have.
think?
And that's where some of these ladies might think you
don't
have
you-
this and you really don't have. And
Yeah,
think
I
we
hear
have to
you,
really
but don't
question
you
that.
think that
Yes.
subtly there is a way men feel that pressure? That's what we're asking. Are ladies responsible for this pressure? Don't you feel that they subtly feel that pressure? The lady may not say it, but the actions, the activity, the friends around her are just suggesting, look, if you want to go out with this lady, you got to up your game.
Of course, that pressure is there, but I don't think it comes solely. I think it'd be unfair to say that it came specifically from ladies.
From the ladies.
I
five.
yeah, I don't. To be quite honest, I think there's a lot of pressure between men ourselves, we're
yes.
always looking at the next guy and be like, I went to school with that guy, I know this guy from so-and-so, he
You're
owns a
right.
house in Karen, while I'm renting out an extension somewhere in Ngumo, you know,
Yes.
for instance, and I'm like, wait, bana, what happened to my life? There's a statement that men use a lot, she's out of my league. I don't think that's a female construct.
You're right.
That's entirely created by us because we create the class system in our
Yes.
heads. There's a number of times I've been slapped on the wrist, many times, by my friends because I'm like, you know, I'm an artist, I'm living my artist struggle. I think she's out of my league. And like, who said so?
Exactly.
Yeah. Why are you starting to make decisions for the lady saying that, oh, she's going to put me in this category when you haven't even involved her in that decision? All that happened in your
I
brain.
need to hear what you're saying because I'm trying to hear what Mugambi is saying. But don't you think that sometimes, subtly, ladies put pressure?
It depends on the lady. One, it depends on the lady, I would say, because if the lady is materialistic, definitely she will put the pressure on the guy. If she's materialistic, definitely. But if she's a woman who's grounded or a lady who's grounded and she knows that the material things are fleeting, then the pressure is not there. But again, I'll go back to this day and age. We're living in a day and age whereby whenever you wake up, you log into your Facebook, your Instagram, any social media. The first thing that you'll see is Ray is small. The next guy is bulked up, yeah? So as guys, you're suffering from inferiority complex that has been created by social media.
You're right.
Yeah? So you'll find that
But men used to borrow cars before social media came.
yes, they did. And they would be very bold and be able to say that I borrowed this car and I'm taking you out.
Oh Lord! You know,
Now-
when guys were dating in the 80s, they would even change their names. If he's called Mugambi, he'll give you a very different name.
Derek James.
Yeah, they would always come up with very different names, you know,
Yeah.
and come up. I think it's gone cross-generational. We may just be aware of it now because we see it on a larger scale due to social media, but I think that over generations, men have always felt that they need to act in a certain way. Lillian, do you think it is because men are very cognizant of the fact that they need to be providers, and so they're really trying hard to prove that, and ladies are looking for security?
Yes, I'll agree with you. It's okay. You know, with their ego, they want to prove. I know of people who even borrow suits just to impress for the first date. So it's about they just want.
Ladies don't do that?
No.
Ladies are now.
Ladies don't do that on a date?
We have no
Shoes?
time for that.
Then I'm unlucky.
But I think it's just because they want to, like, to impress, you know. No one will want to come to a lady, like, feeling so low and, like, he's not, like, well up. Everyone will come to a lady to show, like, I can do it, you know, I can win you. And there's competition out there. You know, when you're not doing it, somebody else is going to do it better. So
Don't you think that word you're using is what causes pressure on these men, sadly? You know, when you say there's competition.
Yes,
out
there's competition,
there,
yeah.
You've already put me on a pedestal against other people.
Yeah.
Like you didn't judge me for me. So you're already telling me there's other people out over there.
But Pastor, let's be very realistic, right? There's Angela, right? There is Lillian, and there's Tabitha. So for example, if we all saw Raymond, there would be competition. And it's vice versa. Mugambi, sorry. and it's vice versa. So the competition is there. Yeah, it's definitely there because we as women also feel pressured. Like for example, Mugambi, right?
Is it something that you should use as a placard?
No, you're not
Like, you
using
know,
it as a
there's-
placard.
There's competition.
You're not wearing it as that scarlet letter on your chest saying,
Yeah.
oh, I need to fight for this because there is competition out there. But innately you know that if I do not step up as a woman or I do not step up as a man, yeah, someone might come and sweep the carpet.
More generalities on the man.
More generalities on the man.
So they really feel the pressure.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on the man.
I don't
I'm not sure I agree with that because
Whose side are you on?
I'm on the people's side. No, I'm not. I don't even think it's about taking sides here.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of pressure on ladies, and I think men, there's a certain responsibility that we have that we're not taking up ourselves, because there's...
What's the pressure on the ladies?
Let me put it this way. We still live in a very patriarchal society where it's the man who chases, and the man is viewed as the predator and the lady is viewed as the prey. And I'm the king of the pride, and I'll go after whatever gazelle I feel like, but the gazelle won't go chasing after the lion. That's how we think. I'm not saying it's correct, but that's how people think. So if the pressure
You didn't
is
say
on the
it's correct,
predator...
but is it wrong?
It's the right thing.
I don't think it's inaccurate. I don't think it's inaccurate, but I've had
Angela,
someone...
I'm coming to you.
Yeah, sure.
Would you want to
Yes.
pursue or to be pursued?
Definitely to be pursued.
To be pursued.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It is too tiring for a lady to pursue. I have no
yeah,
energy
you see,
for
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
I agree with that completely.
And I know
Yes.
if I ask Lillian, she'll tell you the same. You know, she wants to feel
I have no time for
wanted.
that.
Yes,
She
yes.
wants to feel appreciated.
Absolutely, and I'm not negating that fact completely. And I'm saying, yes, that we are the people that are going to go chasing, but I can chase whoever I please. The lady cannot choose whoever chases her, so to speak. And that's why I'm saying that there's
she can decide to be
who
caught.
to
She
say
decides-
no to and who to say yes to. Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
with that
so
completely.
they're not complaining about being the ones who are being chased.
Sure.
And I must say, this issue of the pressure on the men and the ladies wanting to be pursued, I think it's also something that we need to realize has costed some ladies as well, where you want to be pursued, you want to put pressure on the men, and there's a time as well, a time limit. A time will come when now the men realize they have to pursue other ladies. And
That's the thing with men.
Yes.
That's the thing
Which
with
is-
men, that they always
yes.
have their time limits.
which is not really...
Women live in eternity, men live in time. So the man wants to do something for a certain period.
Yes, like I've seen when you'd see some ladies when it's really time for them to get married, and there are men who are showing interest, but you'd find some feel like, I still have time. You know, it's not the right time, or this is not the right person, you know, and then they get to a time again when now I've found some who'd really get anyone, because now it's about time.
But I don't even want to discuss that. But I'm thinking, if my mind was made up, if I really thought
Yes.
that this is the person that I need to be with,
Yes.
why would I give up so fast and just look for any kind of replacement? Because again, you see, now that is where I agree with the issue of the pressure on the ladies. They've been taught so many things.
Yes.
They've been told, you know, don't just say yes. They've been told, see how serious this person is.
Yes.
And then here comes a guy who chases you for 3 weeks, and then he's not seeing the sign of you getting into his box, and then he's gone to the next person. So you're wondering, did he really mean
Yeah.
what he said? And so you can bring it up and say, you know, that lady lost somebody who was interested.
So we have some very serious gentlemen out
How
here.
do you weigh that?
The ladies can tell us, but I can assure you, we have some men, you can see they're very serious, they're committed. They want to pursue this relationship, they want to get married. But then you find that the lady on the other side...
What we need with men right now, we need Jacobs, you know. We need Jacobs who will do 7 years and do another
14
7
years.
Thank you, sir. You're right.
Let's wrap up. Your final thoughts, Lillian. Your final thoughts on this. The pressure that comes in and people getting into debt. Your final thoughts.
Okay, my thoughts about the issue of weddings. I think guys should just do something that is, you know, where your back, your hands can scratch. Don't do something to please people. Do it because you're doing it for you and for your future. Because at the end of it all, it's not about the wedding. It's about the future. Kids are coming here, and so many things are coming here in this marriage. So you just have to look at the other side of the marriage, not the first. It's not about the first beginning, not the middle. It's about the far end. So people should just look at the far end and how they're going to manage this marriage, apart from the showbiz and the Porsche cars and everything. It's just a one-day thing. So I don't see why guys should just do everything to impress. Just do something that is simple, and
But
as
simple
long
is
as
in
there's the
levels, right?
church and everything and the rings, I think that is the most important thing. Yeah.
Okay. Mugambi again.
Yes, I think above all, be true to yourself.
All right.
That's it. I've attended weddings that were very there was lots of splendor and lots of glamour, but there was no soul at all. And then attended very simple ones that were just full of love. And
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tabitha.
I agree with Mugambi and Lillian. Be true to yourself. The glitz and glamour fades away.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, it's what are you looking for? Are you looking for a wedding or a marriage?
All right.
Yeah.
Raymond.
What I can say is don't take loans to do a wedding.
Okay.
There are better ways to invest before your wedding. And also you'll need to take loans in the future to invest in your marriage as
Okay.
you grow, yes.
I believe people need to invest more on the foundation of the marriage, which involves also financial planning. Look at what you have and plan ahead together. Then once you understand you're on the same page, then you can move ahead together. Yeah, very important.
All right.
Just to conclude, I'd say that I'd love to quote Sauti Sol on this and say, Mungu akileta mtoto, analeta sahani yake. So basically, if you find somebody who you know, like as the Bible says, like the wife is like a gift to the man, something
Yes,
those lines.
yes.
If you find the person who you were meant to be with, like in real life, and this is the one, everything will just flow.
12? Okay, I'm going to have that debate with you later. But there it is. You had the gentlemen, you had the ladies. This has been Re.take. What are your thoughts? I need to hear that on Twitter. Go ahead. The hashtag is KTN Life and Style. Do you think that the women are the source of that pressure? We have all said, or rather the panel has said, that be true to yourself, don't kill yourself for the wedding, look farther into the marriage, build something that is going to last. There are people who do it simply, so don't be fooled by what you see on social media or on programs on television. There are other ones that are simple, and when you go out over there, nobody cares how much you spent on a wedding. So if you can afford it, that's all right. If you can't afford it, don't kill yourself. 0700574747 is a WhatsApp number. You want to be part of the panel, you want to join us on the show, please write and let us know. 22840 is the text message number. Follow us on Twitter at KTN Life_Style, the same for Instagram, and KTN Life and Style on Facebook. You could also follow me on my personal Twitter handle. That's at CJ Atemo, Chris J Atemo Facebook, and Chris Atemo on Instagram. We take a short break. We will be right back with Crystal Okusa on Style My Wife.
Wow. Hey, sweetie, nice.
It's pretty.
That's the one. Then the slits. You see that slit right there? Yeah, that one. That's nice. Let me just see the length of this one. I definitely need to certify this.
You should now look like the 25-year-old you want to see.
It looks 20.
Oh, it looks
It looks 20.